Narrator. Hello and a very warm welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. Have you ever found true camaraderie and support among your colleagues? Do you believe that friendships in the workplace can genuinely enhance your professional life? Well, today we're going to delve into the common and often rewarding topic of office friendships. From the initial casual interactions to the development of deep, lasting bonds, the workplace offers a unique environment for forging connections. Understanding how these friendships form, their many benefits, and the challenges they present is crucial for a fulfilling career and overall well-being. Today we'll listen to an insightful and practical conversation between two professionals, Sarah and David, as they discuss the nuances of the friendships they've cultivated at work and how these relationships have impacted their careers. By listening to their discussion, you'll not only enhance your English comprehension but also gain valuable vocabulary for discussing professional relationships and learn practical approaches for navigating your own workplace connections. And remember to stay with us until the end of their conversation, where we'll have a practice session designed to help you actively engage with the language and concepts they explore. So, take a moment to reflect on your own workplace connections, listen attentively, and let's explore the multifaceted world of office friendships together. Sarah: Hi David. It's good to connect with you. I was just thinking about the importance of connections at work. What are some of your thoughts on office friendships? Have you found them to be beneficial in your career? David: Hi Sarah. It's great to chat with you too. Oh, absolutely. Office friendships have been incredibly beneficial for me both professionally and personally. I think they're often an underestimated aspect of workplace well-being. Sarah: I agree. Sometimes they just happen organically, don't they? Like you share common interests or challenges and suddenly a bond forms. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about how office friendships begin? David: For me, it often starts with those informal interactions, the water cooler moments, quick chats in the break room, or even commiserating over a tough project deadline. It's those small, consistent exchanges that build rapport. Sarah: Exactly. It's like those moments allow you to see colleagues not just as job titles, but as actual people with lives and personalities outside of their roles. I've found that shared experiences, especially intense project deadlines or big successes, really cement bonds. David: Oh, definitely. Being in the trenches together, overcoming a difficult challenge as a team, those experiences can forge incredibly strong bonds. You build a level of trust and understanding that's hard to replicate otherwise. Sarah: And it's not just about shared work, is it? Sometimes it's discovering common hobbies, a shared sense of humor, or even similar life stages. I remember becoming really good friends with a colleague because we both had young kids and could relate to the daily juggle. David: That's so true. Finding that common ground outside of work can be a huge catalyst for a deeper friendship. It adds another layer to the professional relationship, making it more personal and supportive. Sarah: So, speaking of support, what would you say are some of the biggest benefits of having friends at work? David: Well, first and foremost, increased morale and job satisfaction. When you have friends at work, you genuinely look forward to going in. The office becomes a more welcoming and positive place, rather than just a building where you perform tasks. Sarah: Absolutely. It combats that feeling of isolation, especially in large organizations. I've also noticed that strong office friendships lead to improved collaboration and teamwork. When you trust and know your colleagues on a personal level, communication flows more smoothly, and you're more comfortable sharing ideas and even constructive criticism. David: That's a huge point. There's less hesitation to speak up or ask for help when you're interacting with a friend. You also tend to know each other's strengths and weaknesses better, allowing you to leverage those for the team's benefit. And let's not forget the support system they provide. The workplace can be stressful, and having friends who truly understand the specific pressures you face can be invaluable. Sarah: A total lifeline. They can offer empathy, advice, and encouragement when you need it most. They celebrate your wins and genuinely commiserate during setbacks. That emotional outlet is crucial for managing stress and avoiding burnout. I also think office friends can be a great source of informal learning and professional development. David: Yes, absolutely. They can share insights, tips, and unwritten rules of the company culture. They might even alert you to new opportunities or recommend you for projects. That informal network can be just as beneficial as formal training. Plus, I find that strong friendships can boost innovation and creativity. When people feel comfortable and secure with their colleagues, they're more likely to take risks and share unconventional ideas. Sarah, that makes sense. A safe and trusting environment fosters creativity. I've also seen how friendships can lead to better mental well-being. Having social connections at work can significantly reduce feelings of loneliness and anxiety. David, definitely. For many, the office is a primary source of social interaction. Those positive connections contribute massively to overall mental health. So, while the benefits are abundant, what about the flip side? What are some of the challenges or potential pitfalls of office friendships that you've encountered? Sarah, that's a critical question. One of the biggest challenges, in my experience, is maintaining professionalism and boundaries. It's easy for casual conversations to drift into gossip or for personal issues to spill over into work discussions. You have to be mindful of what you share and how. David, I completely agree. It's a delicate balance. You want to be authentic, but you also need to remember you're in a professional setting. Another significant pitfall is the perception of favoritism. If you're very close with a colleague, others might assume that you're given preferential treatment or that decisions are influenced by your friendship rather than merit. Sarah, that's a real concern. It can breed resentment and undermine team cohesion. You have to go out of your way to demonstrate impartiality. And then there are conflicts and disagreements. It's inevitable that you'll have professional disagreements, even with friends. But when it's a friend, it can feel much more personal and have a greater emotional impact. David, precisely. It's vital to address these professionally and directly, without letting personal feelings overshadow the work at hand. You need to be able to separate the issue from the person. What about career changes? How do promotions or colleagues leaving impact these friendships? Sarah, that's a tough one. When one friend gets promoted above another or one leaves the company, it can significantly alter the dynamic. The power balance shifts or the daily interaction disappears. These changes can test the strength of a friendship, requiring adaptability and open communication to sustain the bond. Sometimes it feels like a personal loss when a close colleague moves on. David, it absolutely can. And finally, the risk of gossip and negative influence. While confidants are great, office friendships can also devolve into circles of negativity or gossip, which can create a toxic work environment and damage your professional reputation. Sarah, that's so true. It's crucial to choose your friends wisely and to actively steer conversations away from harmful gossip. You have to be aware of the company you keep. David, so, given these challenges, how do you manage to cultivate healthy office friendships? What strategies do you use? Sarah, for me, the first step is always to set clear boundaries. I decide what information I'm comfortable sharing and what I prefer to keep private. I also try to be mindful of how much time is spent on non-work-related conversations during working hours. It's about balance. David, setting boundaries is key. I also try to practice active listening and genuine interest. Show your colleagues that you value their thoughts and feelings both inside and outside of work. Asking about their weekend or their interests outside of work genuinely builds rapport. Sarah, yes, remembering small details about them makes a big difference. And crucially, be a supportive and reliable colleague. Offer help when you see someone struggling, share your knowledge, and celebrate their successes. Being a good team player naturally attracts others. David, reliability breeds trust, and trust is the foundation of any strong friendship. Also, it's important to manage expectations. Understand that office friendships are unique. They might not always be as deep or as personal as friendships outside of work, and that's perfectly okay. Embrace the nature of each relationship for what it is. Sarah, that's a great point. Not every colleague needs to be your best friend. And as we mentioned earlier, avoid gossip and negativity. This is a golden rule for all workplace interactions, but especially pertinent for friendships. It erodes trust. David, absolutely. Instead, focus on positive interactions and constructive conversations. And if conflicts do arise, communicate openly and honestly. Address issues directly and respectfully. Suppressing problems can lead to resentment. Sarah, using I statements to express your feelings without blaming is very effective. And finally, understand that friendships can evolve. People change roles, companies, or even careers. Be prepared for friendships to shift and adapt as circumstances change. Some might become lifelong bonds while others might naturally fade. David, that's a profound point. Cherish the connections you have, and be open to new ones as your professional journey continues. This has been a really insightful conversation, Sarah. It's good to know that many of these dynamics are universal and that there are strategies we can use to navigate them. Sarah, absolutely, David. Sharing these experiences can be really helpful. It reminds us that we're not alone in navigating the social aspects of the workplace. Narrator, that was a truly insightful and relatable conversation between Sarah and David, exploring the diverse and often complex landscape of office friendships. They shared practical strategies for understanding how these bonds form, recognizing their benefits, navigating potential pitfalls like favoritism and conflict, and cultivating healthy, lasting connections. Now, let's move on to our practice session to help you actively engage with the language and concepts they explored. Practice section. Part 1. Vocabulary of office friendships. Let's review some key vocabulary and phrases related to office friendships that Sarah and David used. Underestimated, not recognized or valued enough. Oh, think about, why might the value of office friendships be underestimated? Organically, developing naturally or without being forced. Oh, how do office friendships often form organically? Water cooler moments. Informal, spontaneous conversations at work. Oh, what kinds of topics are typically discussed during water cooler moments? Build rapport. To establish a good relationship in which people understand and trust each other. Oh, how do small interactions help to build rapport with colleagues? In the trenches. Together experiencing a difficult or challenging situation with someone. Oh, when have you been in the trenches with a colleague? Cement bonds. To make relationships stronger and more lasting. Oh, how can shared successes cement bonds between colleagues? Catalyst. Something that causes a change or event to happen. Oh, how can finding common interests be a catalyst for friendship? Increased morale. A rise in the overall spirit and enthusiasm of a group. Oh, how can office friendships contribute to increased morale? A job satisfaction. The feeling of pleasure and achievement derived from your job. Oh, what is the link between office friendships and job satisfaction? Combat isolation. To fight against feelings of being alone or cut off from others. Oh, why do office friendships help to combat isolation? Improved collaboration. Working together more effectively. Oh, how do friendships lead to improved collaboration? Leverage, strengths to use something to maximum advantage. Oh, how can friends leverage each other's strengths in a team? Support system. A network of people who provide emotional and practical help. Oh, why are office friends an important part of your support system? Emotional outlet. A way of expressing or releasing emotions. Oh, how can friends provide an emotional outlet during stressful times? Or informal learning. Gaining knowledge or skills through casual, unstructured interactions. Oh, what are some examples of informal learning from office friends? A boost innovation. To increase the creation of new ideas, methods, or products. Oh, how can office friendships boost innovation? A mental well-being. A state of feeling good and functioning well mentally. Oh, how do positive office connections contribute to mental well-being? A potential pitfalls. Possible dangers or difficulties. Oh, what are some potential pitfalls of office friendships? Or maintaining professionalism. Acting in a way that is appropriate for a professional setting. Oh, why is maintaining professionalism crucial in office friendships? Set boundaries. To establish limits on what you are willing to do or accept. Oh, why is it important to set boundaries with office friends? A drift into gossip. To gradually move into talking about others' private affairs. Oh, why should you avoid letting conversations drift into gossip? A perception of favoritism. The idea that someone is being treated better than others due to personal connections. Oh, how can you avoid the perception of favoritism? Breed resentment. To cause feelings of bitterness or indignation to develop. Oh, how can perceived favoritism breed resentment among colleagues? Undermine team cohesion. To weaken the unity and effectiveness of a team. Oh, how can certain behaviors undermine team cohesion? Conflicts and disagreements. Clashes or differences of opinion. Oh, why are conflicts and disagreements inevitable even with office friends? Overshadow. Work to make something seem less important or prominent. Oh, why shouldn't personal feelings overshadow work matters? Alter the dynamic. To change the way a group or relationship works. Oh, how can a promotion alter the dynamic of an office friendship? Toxic work environment. A workplace where negativity, conflict, and stress are common. Oh, how can unchecked gossip contribute to a toxic work environment? Steer conversations away from. To direct discussions in a different direction. Oh, how do you steer conversations away from negativity? Cultivate healthy friendships to develop and promote good relationships. Oh, what steps can you take to cultivate healthy office friendships? Practice active listening. To fully concentrate on what is being said rather than just hearing the message. Oh, how does active listening strengthen office friendships? Genuine interest. A sincere and real desire to know or learn about something or someone. Oh, why is showing genuine interest important in building rapport? Reliable colleague. Someone you can depend on and trust at work. Oh, why is it important to be a reliable colleague? Manage expectations. To control or guide what you anticipate from a situation or person. Oh, why should you manage expectations about the depth of office friendships? Erode trust. To gradually diminish confidence or belief in someone or something. Oh, how does gossip erode trust? Communicate openly and honestly. To express thoughts and feelings clearly and truthfully. Oh, why is it vital to communicate openly and honestly in a friendship? Suppressing issues. Holding back or not dealing with problems. Oh, what can happen if you are suppressing issues in a friendship? Evolve. Friendships to develop gradually, especially from a simple to a more complex form. Oh, how do office friendships often evolve over time? Part 2. Reflecting on your office friendships. Think about your own experiences with office friendships, past or present. Answer the following questions. What has been one of the most significant office friendships you've developed? How did it begin? How did that friendship impact your daily work life or your career overall? Did you face any challenges in that friendship, such as managing boundaries or professional disagreements? So, how did you handle them? What lessons did you learn about workplace dynamics or relationships from that specific friendship? Do you currently have strong office friendships? So, how do you maintain them? If not, what factors might contribute to that? What qualities do you value most in an office friend? What advice would you give to someone looking to build positive friendships in their workplace? Part 3. Practicing phrases for discussing office friendships. Imagine you are talking to a colleague in English about the importance of office friendships. Practice using the following phrases in your conversation. I think office friendships are incredibly beneficial because they really help with team morale and job satisfaction. It's great to have someone you can openly discuss work challenges with. I've found that building rapport with colleagues makes a huge difference. The main challenge is always maintaining professional boundaries. How do you usually navigate the line between colleague and friend? I appreciate having a strong support system at work. It's about finding that balance, isn't it? I'm keen to cultivate more positive connections here. Practice incorporating these phrases naturally into your explanation of the situation and your feelings about it. Part 4. Role-playing a scenario about office friendship dynamics. Imagine you and a colleague are discussing a hypothetical scenario where an office friendship is impacting team dynamics, e.g., perceived favoritism, a disagreement between friends affecting work. Take turns suggesting potential ways to address the situation and discussing their pros and cons. Use phrases like, "What if we advised them to consider the perception from the rest of the team?" Another option could be for them to have a direct, professional conversation about the work issue. I think the benefit of that approach would be that it promotes transparency. However, a potential drawback might be that it could make things awkward initially. Have you considered suggesting they set clearer boundaries outside of work? That's an interesting idea. How would that work in practice if they're very close? I'm not sure if that would be feasible because it might feel like interference. Perhaps we could emphasize the importance of objectivity in their professional roles? What do you think the next step should be for them to resolve this? Practice this dialogue, focusing on collaborative problem-solving and respectful communication. Narrator. The workplace, while primarily a place for professional endeavors, is also a rich ground for human connection. As Sarah and David so thoughtfully illustrated, recognizing the value of office friendships and developing effective strategies for navigating them is essential for our professional well-being and long-term success. By fostering open communication, practicing empathy, setting clear boundaries, and cherishing the bonds we form, we can learn to not just thrive in our careers, but also to build a more supportive and enjoyable professional life. Thank you for joining the English Learning Podcast today. We hope this episode has provided you with valuable language and practical insights for understanding the complexities and joys of office friendships. We'll be back soon with more engaging conversations to support your English learning journey. Until then, remember that cultivating positive relationships at work is an investment in both your career and your happiness.